much happening in the kitchen today, Emily. I have my biggest co-chef I've ever had, I believe. Thomas Welch, offensive lineman for the Buffalo Bills. Thank you so much for coming and cooking today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited to make a good dish, I hope.
This is your day off.
It is.
And what do you usually do on your days off?
Days off, usually go in the facility, work out.
Cook on TV.
Yeah, cook on TV. Yeah, it's a normal Tuesday occurrence. But no, just get stuff done, get your body ready for the week, and try to relax a little bit, get ready.
Well, thanks for coming and spending your morning off with us. Your family, you have a little cheering section over in the corner.
Yeah.
You know, football players, they like to have their cheering section for sure. And you're going to be making something that's a great tailgating dish.
Exactly. I'm making my Buffalo Bills chili. It's made with ground bison and a bunch of spices and onions, and it's delicious. I learned the recipe from my father-in-law, and I've been making it for years, and I love it, so I hope you guys do too.
What is everyone going to need to make this dish? What are the ingredients? It's a long list.
It is a long list. Chili, it's kind of basic, so I'm using the ground bison. You can find this at Wegmans. I think it's $7.99 a pound. And the main thing we need is San Marzano tomatoes. So they usually don't come diced, so you have to take them out of the can and dice them. And a can of tomato sauce, a can of black beans, a can of kidney beans, and special thing we like to use is a can of Rotel with green chilies because it's got some extra spice in there, and all the spices. We got a lot of chili powder, cumin, which is a Mexican spice, which makes the chili delicious. Extra garlic because I'm a garlic head, so I like garlic with everything. Salt, pepper, a little crushed red pepper, and cilantro to finish it off, and a pinch of oregano to bring some sweetness out.
All right, and cooking is one of your hobbies off the field, obviously.
Yeah, or I wouldn't be here today.
You do the cooking home. Your wife, Megan, is off on the sidelines, like we were saying. She's here today, too. Does she do the shopping and you do the cooking? Is that how it works?
Well, we kind of share the responsibility. So she's a good cook. Like I said, I learned how to cook from basically her father-in-law. He's been in the restaurant industry for his whole life. So we like to cook together, and it's fun cooking together. It's always fun.
And what kind of stuff do you eat during the season? What does your diet consist of? Can you eat big, hearty, spicy dishes like this? Are you eating more healthy kind of food?
Well, it depends. I try to eat pretty healthy during the season. A lot of lean meats, rich carbohydrates, and things like that, fruits and vegetables. But this is a relatively healthy dish as long as you don't put too much cheese or sour cream on it.
All right, we're going to get started cooking in about 10-15 minutes here. Just because I know our viewers might be wondering, how tall are you?
I'm 6'7".
6'7", everyone in the kitchen today, and I have about 4-inch heels on, so thank you for letting me wear my high heels once again. Thomas Welch in the kitchen. Right now it's time to see what the weather's looking like today with meteorologist Todd Santos. Hey, Todd. Got our special Bills Open for the cooking segment today. That's because we have Mr. Thomas Welch here cooking up your Buffalo Bills chili on your day off from practice.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly what I'm doing.
That's right.
Doing a little R&R in the kitchen.
Yeah, we love it. Welcome again. Welcome back.
Thanks.
All right, what are we going to do first to get started here?
So, basic thing to start with the chili, you need to saute the onions and garlic. So, you might need a little bit more butter for the bison because it's an extra lean meat. So, I got some butter and some olive oil in here, simmering up, and I'm about to cut some onions to get everything going. I already have some cut, and see how that goes.
Are you nice and nimble with a knife when you're chopping your onions?
I'm pretty good. I know. I've learned a few things.
That's right. If you get hurt, Coach Marone is gonna.
Yeah, I'm putting that on you if I get hurt.
Not be happy with me at all.
No. So you want to dice the onions pretty fine. Depends on how fine you want the cut, but. So you dice them up real quick, and
you practice cooking a lot.
Practice cooking, I guess. Yeah, I do like to cook.
You need to eat, so you cook a lot.
Yeah, obviously, right? I get plenty of meals, so I do like to cook, and
he obviously gets plenty of meals. I like how you say that.
So throw the onions.
All right, so we're gonna simmer these off in the pan. What goes in next?
And I gotta throw the garlic. Like I said, I'm a garlic head, so.
You like extra garlic?
Yeah, this is a 1/4 cup of garlic, so you can use as little or as much as you want.
All right.
Garlic and onions are always a good combination.
Okay.
So you throw that in together.
That's about it for this segment, but what are we gonna do when we come back?
We're gonna start browning the beef and putting in all the spices and the beans and the tomatoes and let everything simmer, and it's gonna turn out great.
All right, can't wait. We're gonna be back in the kitchen with Thomas in just a little bit, but first, it's Tuesday, so we'll check in with Judd from Kiss 98.5 to see what's happening in the world of pop music. And later, we'll get our game on as we preview all those new Call of Duty Ghost games with our friends from Oogie Games.
Over to the Kitchen World kitchen. Now, I'm pretty impressed because it smells delicious in the studio.
It does, and I always tell our chefs every time they come, Thomas, that whenever I go away and then come back, I'm always so pleasantly surprised by all the hard work they've done when I've been doing things on the other sides of the studio. So, again, we have offensive lineman here, Thomas Welch from the Buffalo Bills, and you are cooking up your signature Buffalo Bills chili.
Yeah, my bison chili, and like we got the garlic and onions already sauteing in the pan. So the next step here is you got to get the ground bison in there. So I have 2 pounds of ground bison, which you can buy at Wegmans, and so you got to throw that in the pot.
And you like bison better than just regular ground beef?
You can use whatever you want. Bison's a little bit more leaner, so I'm sure our nutritionist Dan LeBird would be happy that I'm having bison instead of ground beef. But
that's your team nutritionist?
Yes.
We got to get him on the show. Does he have good advice? Probably, right?
Yeah, he does. He does for sure. So.
Do you run your recipes by him before you brought him on TV today?
I'm sure he would want me to, but I did tell him about it, so he was pretty happy about it.
But nutrition is such an important part of being a professional athlete, especially in the NFL.
Oh, absolutely. Especially now that everybody's so big and fast, and you have to take care of your bodies because injuries are a part of the game, and you need to eat right to make sure your body's working correctly. So.
Absolutely.
So we got the bison in there, and you want to brown this up pretty good until it's all incorporated in with the onions, and then once all that ground beef or the bison is ground up, then you start adding all the good stuff to make it taste delicious.
So you're a spicy food guy. You're from the South.
I am from the South. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and I went to Vanderbilt for college, and I loved it there. So
go Vandy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Go Doors.
Your lovely wife Megan went there with you as well, right?
She did. She actually played soccer there, so that's kind of how we met.
Got a couple of athletes. You're going to have some athletic children on the way sometime soon, huh?
Maybe. Don't be putting the pressure on too much. You're standing right there.
Hey, it's live TV. Why not, right, Megan?
No, so
did you learn to cook in college or since you graduated? Or?
Yes, I mostly started cooking in college. Like I said, my father-in-law, he's been in the restaurant industry for his whole life, and whenever I go down to visit them in Florida, he would always whip up the best dishes. And I said, man, I mean, if I'm going to have to feed my wife like this for the rest of my life, and she's been so spoiled her life eating his food, so I had to learn how to cook like him.
It's a good skill to fall back on too, maybe after you're done playing. And we do want to tell everyone that you have a degree in economics as well.
I do.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
You have a lot of options.
Yeah. So this is a 1/4 cup of chili powder, so we put in there. It gets a nice deep, rich color, and
so it was a 1/4 cup.
A 1/4 cup.
Okay.
Yep. A 1/4 cup of chili powder, or actually, no, it's a 1/2 cup of chili powder.
Okay.
1/4 cup of cumin. This is with 2 pounds of bison, so if you only want to make 1 pound, then obviously you cut the recipe in half.
How many do you think 2 pounds would feed? How many Thomas Welches does it feed? That's my real question.
Not too many Thomas Welches, but it's probably about 8 servings.
Okay.
8 healthy servings.
Healthy servings, there we go.
So we got salt and pepper. We got about 2 tablespoons of salt and pepper.
Okay.
Go right in there.
S&P, we call it in the Wing Unit kitchen.
S&P, yeah, absolutely. And then some crushed red pepper. Now, this is the spicy stuff.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah, so if you like Thai food, they use a lot of crushed red pepper in Thai food. The heat stays with you a little bit longer, so you can put as little or as much as you want.
Okay,
some people
how
like
much
a lot.
are you going to put?
I don't know, I probably have about a tablespoon in here. But I don't know what your palate is like spicy-wise. So.
I like spicy. I'm a Buffalo girl, Thomas.
That's true.
I can handle
Everybody loves spice up here. So you get all that stuff worked in, and then a little thing I like to add is about a teaspoon of oregano. A little bit different, bring some sweetness over here. And
all right, so now we kind of have everything in there, right? These are our main ingredients.
These are all the spices, and then
once
you get all the spices
the wet stuff.
Yeah. So like I said, we got our San Marzano tomatoes right here. So I dice these up, and you pour those right in the pot.
All right.
And then a can of tomato sauce. Any can, I got Hunt's here, so you can use whatever you'd like. And I like beans in my chili. You can use pinto beans, black beans, kidney beans. I have a can of dark red kidney beans that I'm putting in, and also a can of black beans. But you want to drain the juices out of that can of beans first, because you don't want all those extra juices that'll overpower the taste of the chili.
We're just about out of time in this cooking segment. Is this our last ingredient?
Yep, and can of rotel, and then just sit it here, let it simmer for about an hour on low heat, and cover it up, and An hour later, you'll have a delicious bison chili to
Oh,
share
I
with your
can't wait to
friends.
see it. And here's our finished product. We also have a second helping still to come at the end of today's show. We're with Buffalo Bill Thomas Welch, of course. But right now it's time to talk about a different kind of game. Matt's over in the other corner of the studio talking video games. Hey,
Thank
Matt.
you.